So we'll start today sitting cross-legged. And I do invite you to pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. And then see how the sit bones feel. Notice the connection of your body on the ground. And as you can let the bones of your body support you, you can allow the muscles to relax. You can feel the spine lifting up straight and tall. And let the shoulders relax down. Feel the hands resting on your lap. Noticing the sensations of energy in the hands. Let the belly become soft, relaxing open. The floor of the pelvis, releasing down. And then in this soft, open belly, feel the breath. Pouring the breath in to fill the space of the belly. And then letting the breath come up from the belly to the ribs. And then breathing belly, ribs, chest. Feeling each section of the breath distinct and yet fluid from one to the next. The exhale slowly coming out from chest to ribs to belly. Feeling the body relaxing even more as you exhale. Now we're going to try a new breathing pattern today. So we're going to take breaths in a count of 8, but we're not just going to count to 8. We're going to breathe in 8 sniffs of breath. So it's in. And then the exhale is in 8 parts out as well. If you can't do 8, that's fine. Just do the best that you can. But have the inhale and the exhale be even. You can see how this also moves from bottom to top as the lungs fill and empty. So it's little sips of air. In, out, etc. And last round. Good. And then let that go. Just let your breath return to natural, deep, long breaths in and out. And wrap the hands around the shins or the legs. And we'll inhale and send the chest out, the shoulders back, and the eyes up. And exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, lean back away from the hands. So on the exhale, it's not that you're doing this. You're doing this so that you get a little bit of a stretch across the upper back. So you can round by slumping, or you can put some stretch into it by leaning back away from the hands as you round. Try to do the second one if you can. It's nice to keep the eyes closed, to keep the attention focused inward. You might be better able to notice how much more space there is for breath. When we pay attention, we realize, oh, I'm not breathing as much as I can be. And last one. And then come back upright. Relax the hands. Stay with the rhythm of your breath. Try to see if you can maintain a steady rhythm of breathing and paying attention to the breath throughout the whole class. When you're in postures or when you're in between postures. So let's release the leg, take them out. And then send the legs out wide. As wide as you can. Okay. Now we're going to Okay. Good. Stay lifted up, nice and tall. You hear me okay? Great. All right. Now we're going to inhale center. just like you are. And then we're going to exhale and fold over the right leg. And then inhale, lift center. Exhale over the left leg. And just continue like that at your own pace. Using your abdominal strength to lift you up. Using your breath to lift you up. When you get to the center, really stretch up for a moment. Don't let that opportunity pass to lengthen. One more on each side. And inhale up. Hold the breath. Exhale, release. Good. Keep the breath flowing. Bring the legs around to the front. Shake them out. Fold the left foot alongside the left hip. So if you're able to tuck your foot so that you're on the front of your foot, do that. If not, just have it out to the side. That's fine. Good. Now we'll bend the right leg, placing the right foot flat on the floor in front. Now, if you can, come back onto your elbows. So you want to try to keep that left knee down. If coming back onto your elbows means that you're lifting the knee, then don't come onto your elbows. Just stay up and keep the knee down. We're stretching this thigh out. So if the knee comes up, you're not really benefiting. And then if you're on your elbows, see if you can lift your hips, tuck them under. And again, only come onto your elbows if you can do so without lifting that left knee up. So this is perfectly fine just to stay here. If you're on your elbows and it feels like you can go further and you want to, come all the way down onto your back, keeping that left knee down. And then if your arms are free, I'll give you some options. You can reach the arms overhead, or maybe just that left arm, or you can take the left hand and press the heel away from you to increase the stretch that way. If you want to stretch even more, press down into your right foot to help curl the tailbone under. The more you curl the tailbone, the more you might feel the stretch. Beautiful. If you're on your back, come up onto your elbows. And then we'll all come back upright. Send that leg forward. Maybe rub the knee if that would feel good. Then bring the left hand behind you. Inhale and reach the right arm up. Bring the right arm inside the knee. Turn the thumb down. Bend the elbow and try keep the arm inside the leg. And then bend the elbow if you can. Now, if you happen to be able to reach back, if not, just keep your left hand on the ground. And if the elbow doesn't bend, then you're just going to push the arm into the leg. So don't get all attached to clasping the hands behind your back to the point that you're straining. All right, I'm going to ditch this.
Good. And then keep the posture and turn your head the other way. Where do you feel the breath? Every shape creates a pathway for the breath that's unique. Beautiful. If you happen to be clasping the hands behind, release that and then release the arms. Let's bring the right foot up on top of the left thigh. So first we're gonna bring it up as far as we can up toward the top of the thigh, as best as you can. Wherever it goes is great. And then bring the right hand onto the right thigh. So not on the knee, on the thigh. That's important. And then you're gonna just press the thigh away from you, not down, but away. So you're pushing the flesh of the thigh toward the knee. Not pressing down, pressing toward the knee. Feel each breath in and out. Beautiful. Release the right hand. Inhale both arms up. And if you need to modify this next stretch by bringing the foot to the inside of the leg, feel free. If you can keep it on the thigh, do so. We're going to exhale and fold over. So if the foot on the thigh is hurting the thigh, just really engage that left thigh muscle, which is what we like to do in this forward bend anyway. And then see if you can relax the hands and arms. So put some slack in the elbows. And then as you inhale, extend out longer through the spine, not by reaching with your arms, just by pulling your chest forward. Use your breath to create that length. And then as you exhale, draw the belly in and relax. Drag the breath long through the body. Release it out long and slow. Keep that left foot flexed actively. So even if you're using a strap or using your hands in some way, see how much you can relax your shoulders, arms, and elbows. And on your next inhale, lift up, reach up, exhale down. Release that right leg. Do whatever you need. Shaking it out. And then bend that right leg so that the foot is alongside the hip. And then bend the left leg so that the foot is on the floor in front of you. So you don't want the left leg to kind of be slacking out to the side. You want to plant the foot firmly on the ground. And then stay here if this is plenty. If you feel like you can go back without the knee floating up off the floor, come onto your elbows. And then if you're on your elbows, lift your hips, tuck your tailbone under, come back down. And then if you can come all the way onto your back and keep the knee on the ground, go ahead and do that. Don't lose your connection to your breath. And then here again, if you're on your back, the arm or arms can go overhead. The right hand can go to the heel and press away from you. That might feel nice on your back, as well as giving that leg extra stretch. And if you are on your back, come up onto your elbows. And then we'll all come all the way up. Straighten that right leg. Shake it out, maybe rub the knees. See where it feels nourishing. Then we keep that left leg just as we had it. Bring the right hand to the ground behind you. And as you push into that right hand, you can kind of feel how that helps you lift up. And then we reach up through the left arm. Bring the arm inside, turn the thumb down. And then if you can, bend the elbow around your leg. If not, just leave it straight. And then if you can reach your left hand to your right hand, go ahead and do that. If not, just keep the right hand on the ground and then turn your head to the right. Where does the breath go here? Can you bring the breath all the way up to the collarbones? Maybe with the eyes closed, you have more of a sense of what's happening inside the body. Keep everything the same and turn your head the other way. What changes? And then release, come back to the front. And we'll bring that left foot up on top of the right thigh to the best of your ability. And keep the right hand on the ground. And bring the left hand onto the thigh. You don't want to press down. You want to lengthen. Push the thigh toward the flesh of the thigh toward the knee. Whatever's going on in your body, can you relax? Can you breathe deeply? Can you be interested in the experience that you're having without making it wrong, without pride? Okay. And release the hand, and you're welcome to modify by putting the foot to the inside of the thigh if that's what you need to do. If not, leave the foot on top of the thigh. We'll all flex that right foot actively. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over. Rest your head, drop your elbows, relax your shoulders and arms. And then as you inhale, stretch your spine longer. Just trying to move your head forward in space. As you exhale, bring the belly in and relax. Feel the distance from the shoulder to the elbow. And let that hang down toward the floor. Stream the breath long through the torso. On your next inhale, slowly come up, reach the arms up. Exhale and release down. And release that leg. Shake out the legs. Move the feet and ankles. Beautiful. And then come on to hands and knees. Line your hands up under your shoulders. Have your knees hip width apart under your hips. Really, we're going to do the opposite of what I've been saying, which is here we want no slack in the arms. We really want the arms to be solid and strong. You feel the bones of the arms sinking down into the ground. Beautiful. And then as we support ourselves with the bones, we can let the spine dip down and the eyes look up as we inhale. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, lift the belly, drop the head. So it's not a random motion. It's not moving the head and then let the rest of the body follow. It's not the whole body going at the same time. We want to really start at the tailbone and then ripple all the way up gradually, both on the inhale and the exhale. feel the movement going from bottom to top. At the top of the inhale, reach the eyes up. At the top of the exhale, lift the belly up. And last one. Beautiful. Walk the hands over to the left. Step the right foot up. And then bring one hand on either side of the foot. Have that right foot far enough forward so that when you drop your hips down, your knee is over your ankle. Good. For those of you who like more effort, you're welcome to modify the lunge, come into a runner's lunge, curling the toes under, lifting the knee. You're welcome to lift the arms up, maybe one, maybe both. Good. So if you're in runner's lunge, you still want to keep the hips down. So you don't want to be in like a warrior stance, Rod. You want to have a really nice low lunge and then just have the arms come up. Or just stay here in our traditional lunge. That looks good. Letting the hips drop. Aiming that left hip for the right ankle. Beautiful. And then come down if you're in an upraised version. Bring the right arm inside the foot, stepping the knee back. Take the hands over to the other side to step the left foot up. And then drop the hips and bring one hand on either side of the foot. Feel free to lift one arm, both arms, curl the toes and lift the knee. Make it your own. Nice. If you have the knee lifted behind you, then you want to really work at straightening that back leg and pressing back through the heel. Let's drop the hips even more. Aiming that right hip for the left ankle. Nice. And if you're in an upraised version, bring the arms down, the left arm inside the foot, and bring the knee back, and come onto your belly. Start with the hands stacked under your forehead. And let the legs rest. So see if you're holding on with your buttocks, and then maybe just let it go and see if the heels flop open. And as you breathe in from the earth And as you breathe out into the earth. And you might imagine what it is you want to breathe in. And what it is you want to breathe out. And perhaps you can use that as a mantra. So, like, if you're breathing in healing, let's say, you just inhale and say healing. If you're breathing out stress, for example, exhale, just say stress. And just take several breaths like that. Or just let all of that go if that's not for you and just breathe. Okay. And you're welcome to keep your mantra or let it go. We're going to send the right arm forward. Press the hips into the ground.
I'm so sorry with the car.
And then hold on to the foot with the left foot with the left hand. Keep the, and then kick back with that left foot. And then if you want, you can lift the right leg and lift the right arm. That's it. See how much breath you can take in. And release down. Stack the hands under the forehead. Rest your forehead, rest your legs. Feel the body breathing. And send the left arm forward. Reach back and take hold of the right foot. Press the hips into the ground. Press down and then kick back. You can lift your head. You can lift your left leg. You can lift your left arm. Breathing in, breathing out. And relax down. Stack the hands one last time. Notice what happens with the breath when you come out of the posture. And then bring the hands under the shoulders. Push into them to send your hips back, keeping your arms overhead. Fold over your legs, bringing your forehead down. Push forward through your hands, lengthen back through your spine. Can you feel the breath in the back body? Slowly filling in and slowly releasing out. And then keep your hands where they are. Lift your hips off your feet. Spread your fingers wide. Curl your toes under. Take a breath in. And then exhale and lift the knees. Bend the elbows out to the side and then lower them down toward the ground. And then press more into the index fingers and thumbs, pushing forward through the hands, sending the hips back. See if you can keep the shoulders down the back. So as you press into the hands, there's a natural tendency, I know in my body, it certainly does that, to kind of separate the shoulder out away from the body. And you want to try to actively pull it down so that when you're pressing forward into the hands, it's the spine that's lengthening back. Then let the head drop down. Press the thighs back. Imagine you're trying to fold your belly onto your thighs. And then on your next exhale, breathe out of the mouth, shake the head no. On your next exhale, breathe out of the mouth, shake your head yes. And then on your next exhale, breathe out of your mouth, shake your head all around. Back to breathing in and out through the nose. Unless you feel like you want to breathe out of your mouth, sometimes when there's a lot of stress built up in the body naturally releases it by exhaling out of the mouth. That's always fine. And then let's walk the feet forward, staying folded over. Take hold of opposite elbows with your hands. Keep the knees soft. And then just swing like a pendulum. Try to make it loose. Just use momentum. Beautiful. And then relax the arms, tuck the chin, and slowly roll yourself up to standing. Reaching the arms up as you inhale. And bringing them down as you exhale. And then two more. And then we'll inhale the arms up again. We're going to come back to that mudra, that Sipal mudra with the index fingers up. But this time you're going to clasp your hands the other way. So whichever thumb you want to put on the outside, put the other one on the outside, and then extend up through the index fingers. Coming up nice and tall, pressing down through the feet. Good. And then send the hips to the right and the arms to the left. It might feel good to let your head rest on your left arm. If that does, feel free. Turn your gaze up. Hips one way, arms the other way. Breathe up under those ribs. Push down into your right foot even more. Unless you happen to be going the other way. then push into your left foot. And inhale up. Exhale, send your hips to the left, your arms to the right, unless you already did it that way. And change. Turn your gaze up and to the left. Exhale and sink the weight of your upper body. Maybe use your right hand to pull your left arm longer. And press down into your left foot. Breathe long. And inhale up. Keep the arms overhead if you can, if you're not too tired. If you need to put them down, just put them down. And then gazing at a spot in front of you, we're going to lift up and come onto our toes, taking the heels off the ground. And then if you want to challenge your balance even more, close your eyes. It's a good thing to practice for humility. Release the heels down. Slowly lower the arms. Roll the shoulders. And clasp your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulder blades in. Breathe out into the heart. And then on your next exhale, fold, lifting the arms, dropping the head, pulling the belly in and up, keeping the legs straight. Long, slow breaths. And then release the hands, bend the knees, lower all the way down onto your buttocks. And then onto your back, keeping the knees bent. And then lift the feet in the air, hugging the thighs in, but keeping the arms out to the side. And then drop the knees over to the left. Turn your head to the right. Try to relax your shoulders down. Pull those knees in as close to your left shoulder as possible. Sink down into your left hip. Breathe up into your right shoulder. And then with an inhale, lift the right leg up, bring it over toward the left side. And then exhale, bring the left leg up and bring it over to, sorry, the right side. I said left, I mean right. Bring both legs over to the right side. Turning your head to the left. Relaxing the shoulder down. Sinking weight down into that right hip. And breathing all the way up into the chest. And then bring the knees center, your head center, hug the knees in, and bring the feet down onto the ground. Lift your hips, tuck them under, lower back down, straighten out your spine in any way that you need to, release your legs out and shake the legs out. If you have an eye pillow and you want to place that on your eyes, do so now. And we'll rest the arms out away from the body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Release the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Releasing the jaw. Letting the lips slightly part. Relaxing the mouth. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind, turning your full attention to the feeling of your breath, noticing where in your body you're most easily able to feel the breath, and then let the breath go. And just rest your attention on the feeling of the breath. If the mind wanders, no problem. When you notice, just come back to the breath again and again. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees into the chest. Rocking side to side, feeling the ground massaging your back. And then come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And roll over onto your side. Rest your head on your underside arm. Rest your body on the ground. Take in these words. Don't try to figure them out. Just notice how your body responds when you hear them. I am not who I believe myself to be. And when you're ready, you can slowly press yourself up to sitting. Let your head come up last. Come into any comfortable seated posture. Sinking down through the buttocks, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.